Welcome back. Experts say the housing market is shifting from a seller's market to a buyer's. And if you are thinking about selling your home, you don't want it to linger on the market. So today, Kelli Guidry, a realtor and the founder of Bayou Region Home Team, is here to help. Kelli, welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me.
I cannot believe it, because I remember last time you were here, we were talking about how it was a different market, right? So how did this switch happen, and why did it happen?
So what we're seeing is, with inflation and the rising borrowing cost and high home prices, we're starting to see a slowdown in the market. So at the beginning of the year, we were a little over a month inventory on market, whereas today in the New Orleans market, we're at 2.3 months of inventory. We're still way below what the national standard is as far as a balanced market for 6 months of inventory.
Oh, wow. So we definitely need to put more homes on the market so people who want to buy a home can do it. And I want to ask you as well, how do we make it a good seller's market, right? For example, if my home is out on the market right now, how do I make sure that it's something people want to buy?
So making sure that you do certain things like boosting your curb appeal is really important. This time last year, people didn't even need to clean houses really in order to get dozens of offers in. It was an insane marketplace.
Is it because there was not enough houses, so people were just trying to get whatever they wanted?
That's exactly right. It was like the wild, wild west. I mean, you had dozens of offers coming in. People were paying over asking price, and so we're starting to see a little bit of that slow down. Really, the market's just normalizing to pre-corona market. So making sure that you boost your curb appeal, making sure, well, keeping a well-manicured lawn and mowing the grass, and then what is the buyer going to experience when they walk through the house? So really that white glove clean is going to matter, and any of that, like making sure that if you want to spend some money, if you have some money to budget for, to touch up paint or any repairs, making sure that you do those things before you even take listing photos.
And one of your other tips here is list for fair value. I feel like, me, if I was a homeowner, I would be like, oh, let me put $50,000 more above the asking price, because since people really want to buy a home, I can maybe get that. Do you suggest that?
I do not. And so that is a very natural way that people think and look at it when going to price their home, but I absolutely don't suggest that whatsoever. You want to make sure that you're pricing it at fair market value, because you want to attract the most amount of buyers. If you overprice your home, you're going to miss the mark on a lot of potential buyers for your property.
You're making the pool smaller.
You are.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to be economical, everybody. You also suggest working with the buyers. What do you mean by that? Is that more of like a negotiation thing? What does that entail?
Well, so with interest rates, mortgage rates, they're hovering about 5.5% right now. Buyers are starting to pad in their offers, and they're starting to ask for contingencies and even some seller closing costs and assistance. And so we're just telling sellers, have an open mind.
Okay.
Consider whatever offer is coming in. What are the things that you're willing to negotiate on? Because the whole process is the art of negotiation.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit of give and take. So what are you willing to compromise on in order to reach the goal of getting the property sold?
But let's talk about the people who want to buy for a moment, right? Because since the inventory is so low, we only have a pool of homes to look for. What advice do you have to people who are looking to buy a home, but the pool isn't big enough for them to buy necessarily that dream home?
So for a buyer, it's going to be really important to make sure that they're partnered with a local real estate agent who knows the market very well and is able to keep them abreast of anything that's new coming on the market, but also being very specific in what it is that you want and being ready to pull the trigger. So for those people who are just like, well, if the right thing comes along, you have to be very mindful and ready to make that offer whenever the right property is available, because if you take too long to think about it, it's still a seller's market, so that might not be available.
And how long should we put a home on the market for? Like, say I put my home on the market, do I wait, 3 months for someone to pick it? Do I wait 3 weeks? How long? And how long is too long?
So while there's still a method to it all, the right pricing and making sure that the house is properly prepared to go on market, we're seeing that those houses that are priced right and those sellers are actively marketing it with a real estate professional, you're seeing about 60 days on market. So it's still not that long.
Do we trust those websites that, have the listings right now? If I go to a certain website and I see, oh, okay, this is right now the house I want at a price I can afford. Do we go with those websites as well, or should we really try a different option when trying to look for a home?
So the websites are very informative. They have a lot of information out there for consumers, but not always is the information accurate and up to date. And so making sure that you have a local professional will help aid in making sure that you have the correct information.
And you
so
all know the market,
it's a
so it
guide.
makes sense. Ooh, I'm gonna get me a mansion one day, everybody. Look, thank you
Let's
so
go
much,
shopping.
Kelli. Okay, let's go shopping. Well, look, if you want to go shopping and you want to contact a professional, the Bayou Region Home Team has a number you can call. 985-601-3136 is their number. And of course, you can log on to BayouTeam.com. All right, everybody, stay right there. We'll be right back.